Sing in me muse, and through me tell the story of those people skilled in all ways of contending, the Dragonlords, harried by fate and prophecy. Sing of the cities they saw, of the minds they learned of distant peoples, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save their homes and lives for all Thyleans. Of these adventurers, Muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time, lift the great song again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oathsworn, obviously the Dragonlords campaign here on Neon Lights Roleplay. I am, of course, Turk or Turk accented in the arena where the true competition is fought. But while I have the distinct pleasure and honor of being one of your storytellers tonight, I am not alone at this proverbial fire. As you can see, I brought an excellent group of fellow storytellers here. Now, if you could please, we have a little bit of a mix-up on cameras, but embracing this change, because I don't think this has ever happened. If we could get... Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. It switched again. You had your chance.
Saved.
Starting with first among introducers and most himmest of himbos, Comrade / Leo. Don't mean say you're a himbo, Leo. Not much, but Leo, Comrade, please, tell the people who you are and who you'll be playing tonight, what path they walk, all the good things.
Of course. Yes, I am Comrade Crash. My character's name is Leo Dracos, the human paladin. Oath of the Dragonlord. He walks the path of the Vanished One. And up next is going to be all the way to Sir Heck.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me, Sir Heckalot. As per usual, tonight I'm playing Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. We're currently missing an HP, so this is going to be a good chance for me to actually shout out the new charity that we have for this week going on. Guess what? Hey, it's your resident on-stream femme person talking here, and it's Women's History Month. This week we are featuring the Autistic Women and Non-Binary Network. It is a nonprofit that works internationally to... They commit to disability justice, gender and racial equity, neurodiversity, and transliberation, with a focus on transformative and restorative justice in disability spaces. I believe we have our Tiltify link in the chat already. Amazing. Thank you, Michelle. So if you have any time to share it or provide funds or anything like that, we do have a goal that we're trying to hit this week that we will be matching as we have with the other goals for this month. And I haven't bought HP enough time, so let's just move on to Tony and come back.
It's fine. HP's doing things. But Tony, please.
Oh, hello. By unpopular demand, me. I am returned, finally.
That's fair, because I'm unpopular and I demanded it.
Anyway, I'm playing Eliana, the High Elf Prophecy cleric who walks the path of the Gifted One. So yeah.
How about that weather, huh?
It's like, I can introduce... let me just introduce HP. Hello, everybody. I am Last Hit Point Hero, and tonight I will be playing Threnos, the Siren Sorcerer who walks the path of the Demigod.
Demi-Titan.
Did I hit that? I
think you got it.
I got the hello in there.
You? If I didn't know, HP, I hope you don't see it. But yeah, HP will jump back in as soon as he can. In the meantime, we are unfortunately also down Chrissy and Al. Hopefully they are having taking care of themselves, and you are as well, because we have a fun story to jump you all back in on as we enter back into the land of Thylea and the city of Mitros, because we're going to do a bit of a flashback from where we left off last time. As you might notice, someone in that group wasn't around while the rest of the party was out exploring and I guess what could charitably be called investigating. Chippy, you did a great job. But uh, morning calls you a bit earlier than others. More specifically, Eliana, a servant shakes you awake a bit earlier than the others. The sun barely cresting out through your window. You're in the palace. You're of course shown here to your rooms last night after your great battle on the balcony against the forces of the Titan Sidon. Yeah. The servant will like, my lady.
She's like, I am up and down. Yes?
You're been requested by the queen to see to her sister's condition. We understand you're a healer.
Right. And she'll rise, grab her things, and her many, many spears, and then head out the door.
You're bringing all your spears to
Every
see a client.
Yes. Listen,
Very
you can't be caught without a spear. I am a fool every day except for one.
No, the day you need 20 spears. I got you. But yeah, you are shown down a series of hallways and brought to another, very nicely decorated room. Clearly, this is another area for respected guests. You're not too far away. But far away enough that the party won't be able to easily find you. You're brought to a room where a number of it seems less like doctors and medicants and healers are, and more just I guess not quite like a midwife, but nurses, care practitioners, people who are there to just oversee someone as they're rested. And on the bed is Kira, your friend and annoyance, traveling companion, and now fairly recently confirmed, though you probably knew it for a bit longer than that, the goddess of music, travel, trickery, etc. One of the 5. By your side is Queen Valis, another of the 5 gods. Her domain being wisdom, leadership, those more imperial traits. She appears to be looking over her sister with some concern, as much concern as her face can kind of show, as someone who's trying to remain in control. But yeah, she will turn to you. Yes, you've arrived. Please. You've been traveling with her for some time. We thought you might be able to provide some guidance as to her condition, where she is now versus where she is now. Where she is now versus where she was then.
Well, I assume she's been resting this whole time.
Yes, ever since the combat, she's been very lightly speaking with us occasionally, but just resting.
I'll go up to her. Is she like laying in a bed on the floor?
On a bed, like
Okay.
very heavily cushioned. She's like almost in repose, if it wasn't for the complete like conked out state she appears to be in.
I'll kind of give her a once over before I decide to like do anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can make a medicine check, but You were there for the fight. She didn't get hit.
Yeah, she's just
Yes.
tuckered out.
Just like, why don't you make me a perception or religion check?
Better at perceiving.
Which
27. That was a crit on it.
So,
What do my elf eyes see?
it's a strange thing. It's not that you identify some hidden injury or, something to show a sickness progressing. It's just there's a certain like vibrancy and life that had been held, in her skin when she was, just going about as your companion that seems to have severely been diminished. Like if you were shining light behind a piece of paper, and then that light dimmed. Like that is kind of the color of her skin.
Well, Queen Valis, I think what she did ended taking some of her vitality away.
Yes.
Or what I can do to restore it.
I was afraid that had been the case.
But we'll see what I can do. And I'll just kind of like bring my hands kind of like between her head. Or like on either side, rather, I guess. Yeah, just like bang.
Yeah.
And I'll pump. So I'll start off. How long is it? With like a lesser restoration, a very like minimal thing.
You see some effect return, and like the tiredness that appears in her, just around her eyes and face appears to diminish, to her pallor kind of returns just a little bit. It's clearly helped that her breathing has, returned to a more steady rate. But beyond that, you get a sense like you've thrown a rock into a well, and you're going to need a lot more rocks to get the water up to the top.
Yeah. Not really knowing what else the day will bring. I will pop, just kind of like in a flavory sense. I'll pop off a beacon of hope. It just kind of like helps bestow hope and vitality.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll kind of like, God, life transference would be such like flavored spell right now, but instead I will cure wounds her twice. So that way she's getting like equivocally like 24 health, but just like the like maximum healing.
Yeah. I got you. And so you spend a good portion of the morning just like channeling positive energy, and occasionally others will cycle into the room. Other priests, clerics, healers will enter. Eventually, even an older figure with a long braided beard. You don't get much of their features, as I imagine you're quite focused on the spells, but they come and he seems to consult the condition, muttering some stuff to himself, before again, just a cycle of people moving in and out, some remaining a bit longer, and it seems like whenever you're ready to trade off, you have other people who can look after her, but I'd say eventually at the end of your cast, you do see like very brief eye opening from her. Ow. Does everything normally hurt this much?
Typically.
Oh, gosh, how are you mortal? Oh.
Does she also just take like a swig from a nearby drink?
Just probably goes and reaches over very weakly. Yeah, grabs a cup that has some water in it and just... Oh, not even anything strong. Don't you know I'm sick? Or something?
Well, you know, what they say.
Quick, Eliana, what's the disease you need to drink wine for?
A flu?
Yeah, I have a flu. Go get me wine.
No.
Motion towards who just seems to like be kind of taken aback a little bit and will look around nervously. It's just like, yeah, no, you're still standing there, and I'm dying.
You're not dying. Don't make it so melodramatic. I know that's your thing. Yeah, maybe this'll help. And she'll like tap her forehead. And give her bear's endurance. This should help take the edge off for a while.
I'll try. Just everything hurts right now. I don't know why.
I'm sure. You had quite the performance last night.
Oh, is that why I'm so tired?
Probably. That and, you know, completely turning off a tempest by yourself.
Oh, that was the easy part. I think. Everyone else okay?
More or less. They're fine.
See
Maybe
them?
a scratch, but I mean... But your sister here wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh gosh. I wasn't saying anything mean about her really ugly face in my sleep, was I?
No, you just said that when you were awake.
Eliana, it was really ugly. And you're going to... Valis has gone from the room now, obviously to have, you know, met a note to have addressed the party from the kingdom. Thank you. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get out of this bed anytime soon. Today.
Well, you don't need to get out of bed, so you just stay there and have them feed you grapes, because I'm sure that will be enjoyable.
Oh, but you won't be there to watch.
Oh, I know, and she'll just like tap on like a sore spot just for shits and grins of it.
Oh, you're really mean. Is this how you flirt now?
Wouldn't you like to know? As she'll just kind of like strut out. Like leaving, she'll kind of stop at Valis.
You can
Is
be
she still there?
directed. You can be directed to the queen. The queen.
Oh,
is,
okay, I didn't know.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, she left.
Yeah, there is Amazonian guards that you know seem to bear the sigil of Valis and seem to be more tightly connected.
Okay, I'll let them know before I completely leave. If the queen asks for an update, her sister's doing just fine.
Your works are appreciated, healer. Your friends have already been brought in addressed to the queen. You may deliver the message yourself if you like, or you may seek your friends outside the palace.
I know they kind of get off pretty quick.
Not a problem for me.
She said, strapped to a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just probably get the info from her. The message, whatever it be.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you make your way out of the palace, I assume, into the plaza.
Yeah.
And you two are also immediately confronted with a giant adult silver dragon sleeping on a giant pile of silver, munching happily on some toasted goat. Eating a whole goat.
As one does.
Yeah?
We've all been there.
Yeah. But additionally, if you are leaving more fully, you do... the hustle and bustle of the town has kind of increased, and a number of people are either, doing their time with the Temple of Sidon, Temple of the Five. Seems like there's a bit of a thing happening outside the Temple of the Five. But, yeah. You also see a lot of learned people that seem to be heading up towards the academy of sorts. Where do you go? It's also the rest of the town below.
I'll go back to the temple.
Perfect. So yeah, you I'm glad you went here. Outside the temple, you see a gang of young men who seem to be all standing around one particular guy. He appears to be in the middle of a furious series of works, creating and carving a statue. At the same time, they'll pause occasionally and go and begin to create a painting, and then move on to a little desk he has set up here and start writing down on several parchments with a quill. What exactly you can't see from here, but there's it seems to be a number of other people like admiring his work or trying to create their own things. You'll notice quickly, all the statue and art are of Valis. They seem to be very complimentary.
I'll kind of get close to the crowd. Or is it a crowd, or is it just they're all just doing their thing and they're just making Valis art?
It is a crowd that is observing it, especially at the rate that the supposed leader of this group is working on. Though there is a number of other artists. This one in particular appears to be getting the most of it.
I'll go up to one of them and ask, what's going on here?
Oh, it's one of the people in the crowd?
Yeah.
You haven't heard? Saw a no dragon. Every day comes here and attempts to win the heart of the queen. He creates art and tries his best to gain entrance into the palace with his love notes and art and statuaries. Accepted, of course, or interned in the temple, but he's not been allowed to enter as of yet.
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's kind of weird to try to court the queen.
Well, yes, but it's been clear for some time that lovers are not unheard of for our king and queen.
I mean, just look at her.
Wow. Uh, anyway, as you're having this conversation, the young man who's been identified as Sulla Newer Dragon, who you'll also recognize is the one of the descendants of a Dragonlord, Newer Dragon, of course, will like stop in his work and look at you. Goes, you're one of the Oracle's chosen, aren't you? And he pushes through the crowd and stands right before you and is like seems to be almost like looking you over like a marble block.
In her head, she's like, "God damn it!"
oh, but please, it would please me ever so much if you would help me get an audience with Valis. Together, perhaps you can help me win her heart at the very least. Only thing I ask, my father is very wealthy. I can make it worth your while.
I don't know if she's like available at this moment in time.
But she is. I understand she's very busy, but if a chosen hero were to ask for her counsel or an audience, she would certainly accept.
Is it just to give her these gifts, or I'm gonna need some kind of context?
Merely allow me an audience, and I will ask nothing more of you.
I can ask. I don't know why I'm going southern, but
You would please me ever so much. You're so kind. Now, please, let's go. It'll grab your hand and start marching you off.
Oh, right now.
Even
and
now,
motioning
now.
for people to, he'll start collecting even the half-finished statues and notes and things are brought by what appears to be various servants of the Newer Dragon estate. And you march right back up where you came from, right to the guards, who look at you and, what is your business? Eyeing Sulla with a scowl.
I just I needed to talk with the Queen. Or at least request an audience if she's busy. I know she's not just available at all times of the day. Just like kind of wanting to turn my head.
Follow me.
How you drag me up here.
Follow me, please. And they'll begin escorting you in as Sulla just like appears thrilled and almost seems to be like floating alongside you. You're led back into the palace.
Oh God.
Basically, you went right back to start, and are brought into the Queen's chambers, which is not the main chamber, but is another room that I described last time, but is has a number of mirrors and artwork standing around a couch that Valis reclines or sits on as messengers fly in and out. You're brought in, and statues and art pieces are displayed behind you. Valis gets up, and you're very familiar with this motion, but she does it in a much more polite way, where instead of smacking her head, she, Eliana, I see you've made a friend.
Kind of like the eyes kind of go over like, mm-hmm.
Well. And she seems to kind of get this really like wicked smile, seeing that you're also like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, like,
Very well. So, please begin. And Sulla goes, well, yes, of course, my queen, my most radiant goddess. I bring to you not only the arts crafted with my bare hands just to expose my heart and lines that will hopefully sing to your soul, and art and statuary that challenges your very likeness. I've also brought the most wise and beautiful creature of all time for you to advise. And he motions towards you, Eliana. This is a hero of renown and regard, leader, and perhaps sole planner of the oracles chosen. Her qualities exceed any in the land. A prophetess able to see the future and learn from the past. Truly, her mind is unsurpassed. In beauty, she rivals even you. I believe any your sister would agree as well. Traveling companion, and yet still, Eliana shines just as brightly. A gift from Astoria to Mitros, and nothing less. And now, my gift to you. And Valis.
Did he straight up just like present me as a gift to the queen?
Kind of like I've presented you as a guest. Like you're part of my entourage.
Okay.
And I want to like transfer that entourage privilege. They're not handing you off like that, no.
Gotcha. Like
And Valis will like pause for a moment. I'm terribly sorry. She seems to say I'm sorry, not looking at Saul but at you. But I don't quite understand the appeal of this Oracle's Chosen. It seems more than anything, they've been brought together by random chance more than the visions of a prophetess. A leader, well, I have it on good authority. They've sworn to share their burdens and leadership with all others. The amount of spears she carries around, hands splintered and rough. Oh, if she was such a great beauty, why would she wear a helmet at all times? And Sulla comes back. But to shelter the beauty she holds within, like an egg. You do not care for the shell, certainly, but within golden treasure, such is my lady. Yes, and you mentioned her mind. Now, tactical genius such as that, why would they ever leave Astoria and come to Mitros, a place where they knew they had no allies? She is an ally maker, a nation creator, a city guider, a leader of all kinds of peoples. An elf, yes, perhaps, but hardly the most noble of upbringings. And that's where you're wrong, truly. And he looks at you, and Saul turns and looks at you, and there's a moment, Eliana, that you look back and you see like the spark. If I could do like the anime sparkly eyes are now like completely focused on you. She's the most divine thing ever created by the Five. How could you turn down such a gorgeous creation? I apologize, my queen, but I cannot be broken with her company. I cannot even allow you to speak with her for a moment, for it would mean sending me from this room. Not before at least she agrees to wed me. And Valis is very clearly like hiding just the biggest like, I am so terribly sad to hear that. But please, your proposals are your own, and my court for your own purposes recognize any agreements. And so takes your hand, Eliana. Please, if you would make me but the happiest man in all of Thylea. And he pulls out what looks to be a really honkin' pretty, like, diamond inlaid golden ring. Eyeballing probably about like 1,000 gold pieces.
Ooh, only 1,000.
My father is very wealthy. I would keep you happy through all your days.
What's my name?
Eliana Logid, of the Oracle's Chosen.
You know it. Shit. So she's having a little bit of like emotional whiplash.
I mean, yeah.
Because that came out of nowhere. Right.
If you don't want to answer, Valis will kind of like pick up on that and... Oh, my dear Sala, you have perplexed her with your declarations. You must give her time to think. Of course, I don't mean to rush your radiance. He puts a hand, I must get to work. I will bring you gifts. I will prove myself to you, my love. And he dashes out of the room and grabs one of the uncompleted statues of Valis. Probably intent on reworking it. And Valis will... Well, I can't say I'm angry about that. He's been trying to get into the palace for weeks now. Even tried it during the storm at some point. Weeks or months? Honestly, I lose track. The guards stopped letting him in here after a while, father or not. If you let him down easily, it should be fine, but... If you agree and accept the ring, it's not a formal agreement. You'd have to swear it before priests if you were to just accept it on the street.
Right. I'm not really one for marriage right now. 1. 2, I don't even know his name. 3, I don't really care for a ring of some random artisan.
Yes, but also the son of an incredibly wealthy man and a former Dragonlord. Well, descendant of a Dragonlord.
I'm not really worried about wealth.
Politically advantageous as well. You could likely run his household, use his family name for your benefit. You'd be connecting yourself to a line of old, as well as putting yourself in a fine position to potentially inherit the political dynasty of the city.
I don't think I'm really emotionally ready for something like that anyway. And I'm sorry that this had to happen in your room, because this is super awful and I hate it.
You have done me a great service by having it done with. I only apologize that now you will likely have to deal with these multiple statues.
Well, good thing that we're not here super long, and he'll have no idea where to find me unless he finds out where my parents live, in which case I will come to an entire bedroom filled with statues and weird letters.
Oh, no, it filled up the bedroom within a few days. We had to start throwing them out. I've kept
You'll have
some
to
of the
pay for
good
the
ones.
delivery, so that's going to have to take some... Oh, now he's rich. Well, it'll take time to get there, and I'm sure at some points the wheels will crack and some of the statues will break and a few will get lost in the mail.
And he'll remake them. Best of luck. Give it a few weeks, he'll find someone just as radiant.
I should probably tell my parents to move and not tell people where they move to.
I leave that decision up to you. But I will lend you a messenger. Fastest one I have.
4 birds with 1 stone, because Leo is there, and Ponos, and probably like one other weird person. I'm sure that weird kid that was around Defear all the time knows. Yeah, it'd be 4 birds. I mean, it's logically the best idea.
Well, I leave it up to you. Your friends, I believe they've headed down to Stygian Row. They're investigating the cult of Lutheria for me.
The what?
Cult of Lutheria.
Oh.
They have a building there. Well, I believe they're up to something. I've explained it to them. It'd be best if you heard it from them. They might have updates.
Well, enjoy the peace.
thank you, Eliana.
Don't thank me yet.
But yeah, you'll head out on your way, and do you want to head to Stygian Row?
Yes, but I will try to make sure I avoid my new friend.
You just give
my faux fiance.
a suitor.
Yes, there you go. That's a word.
Wow, Leo's parents. Damn. Just very glad that happened. Anyway, you begin making your way down to Stygian Row. Though the din of the city, it's pretty hard to navigate. You start hearing some other rumors throughout your day. Oh, well, they went up to the noble district. But you find yourself lost for a moment in the agora and the gardens. At one point, a group gathers around a particularly corpulent-looking halfling that they seem to be just feeding for bits of advice. It seems to just be like really dirty and living in a wine barrel. It's weird. But you do eventually make your way down towards Stygian Row, where I'd like to check in with the rest of the group, because it's right around this time that Captain Varkin and his crew are leaving the Satyr's Rest. And I believe the plan was for the rest of you to also head out.
Yep. And at some point when the door is closed in between the party and two that Calliope saw that were about to follow us probably, Calliope's gonna say, keep your wits about you. Had a bad feeling about those two behind us.
A bullbug will. Oh, sorry. Should I be following you along, or you guys got some place to stay? I'm not really one for sneaking. I mean, I could try, but
Bullbug could hold the door for a moment and give us some space.
oh, I don't know what you mean. And he sits and leans back on the door as you hear some people try to softly push it.
That's
Oh.
excellent.
Sorry, had a little, oh gosh, I think I twisted a hoof.
Occupied.
Yeah. Come in. Oh, no, it's not working. Try turning the knob left. There's no knob on that door.
It's a pull door.
Now try the other side.
Let's go while
Chris
they're
can't
delayed.
answer to no one.
Thanks, friend.
I'll see you all around. Nah, not you. Watch out, if I fart, it's gonna leak through.
I can't wait for Eliana to meet our new friend.
Oh
But yeah,
God, there's two Leos.
Hey!
you guys can, so, how are you choosing to pursue this group? They're a rowdy bunch, but, you know, and they're definitely tipsy, but, you know, they're seem fairly experienced and probably wouldn't do well if you were just following them very absentmindedly in the street, because you are kind of famous.
Yeah, we're gonna try to be careful about it, as careful
Yeah.
as we can be.
Yeah, we don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves again.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds
Well,
like
pull up some hoods and
make me some stealth checks.
All right.
Okay, I'll take that
I got it.
15.
I got a 2.
Leo, no.
So, pretty immediately, not like you guys are making your way through Stygian Row. I have an idea for this. You're making your way out of Stygian Row and past the Temple of Lutheria again. Very ominous building, but it is in more wide open space. Two things happen. One, you notice that some of the group begun kind of turning their heads a bit more back towards you all, kind of just seemingly like registering you're there for the first time. Threnos, if you'd like, you are still within bounds to try and like find some way to quickly cover that you're not following them by some means. But Leo, you see Eliana coming into Stygian Row.
I think, yeah, that's Leo does the, hey, we're over here.
Mm-hmm. And you see Eliana, you see Leo waving by some hooded figures. Who, well, one of them is probably Threnos, and the other one's probably Calliope, given they have wings. But yeah, the group has like registered you, and the rest of you are almost kind of given a moment. Threnos, what are you doing to maintain some cover, if at all, if anything?
Oh, I don't have anything clever to do.
It's fine. The group will like register the two of you. While Calliope, it seems like you're able to continue on a little bit better. As Eliana, yeah, you found the group, or two of them.
There you are, Eliana. And I think I will put an arm on Leo's shoulder and pull him toward Eliana in order to put some space between us and the only one of us that has made a decent stealth roll.
So, are you guys still intending on following the group, or?
Well, I figure, so my thinking, they've clocked us, but let's hope that Calliope went unclocked and can
kind of like go like maybe a little bit of a detour now, so like she doesn't get seen. But yeah, to follow along and hopefully at least keep eyes.
Perfect. Why don't the three of you make me a perception check?
Well, I was thinking at this point I was trying to maybe sell a distraction of just us, seeing Eliana.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's fine. But I need the three of you, that except for Calliope, to make perception checks.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, I thought you said deception because my ears
Oh,
don't work.
Sorry, perception.
No, that's fine.
I got an 8.
Oh, I got an 11.
Oh no.
Okay.
I got a natural 1.
You guys don't notice anything wrong. It's all fine.
Everything's good.
Everything's fine. I mean, maybe you're getting followed, but like, it looks like there's eyes coming from within the pillars of the cult of Thylea. Like, you swear you see a really tall lady with a scythe back there.
What?
Best just to pretend that's not there.
It's, that's what Thylea looks like.
That's
It's probably in there.
So, Eliana, you found us. That's good. How
Yeah, the Queen Valis sent me down here after I had a interesting experience.
an interesting that's sufficiently ambiguous, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. And she said that you all would have information. To kind of like give a shrug, like,
Oh, about the massive ominous temple behind us and those involved. Well, we'll have to wait and hear back as the plan is currently in motion.
all right.
Is that what we're calling Calliope now?
Calliope, the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I just need like one of those like, or it just stops, shows like a weird, good grainy picture of Heck and like a kind of like tan color. And it says the plan.
Someone please make that.
But yeah. The three of you are standing outside the Temple of Thylea. You'll eventually hear Bulbug working his way up. It's a Minotaur. Oh, you are. Came up on the whole sneaky thing, right?
A little bit quieter, Ballbug. Come over here. We want you to meet a friend of ours.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Quieter, right. Sorry, dumb cow brain.
No worries. No, none of that. Ballbug, this is Eliana. Eliana, this is our new friend, Ballbug.
Yeah, you see a really big, like, powerlifter body minotaur. And he reaches down and puts an arm out towards you. Put her there. Nice to meet you.
Kind of like at first, I'll kind of like look over at Theranos as I like extend a hand.
Gives you the daintiest little like handshake.
Oh yeah, and she's like expecting like a full force, like, and she's like ready to give a full force handshake of hell.
He like does it very daintily while looking in the eyes as he's giving a big grin. You were thinking it was gonna be real tough, huh? You want to? And he starts really shaking your arm.
That's more like it.
Oh, another toughen. Good. I got to a lot of good scraps.
Yeah, don't worry. He's our friend now. We beat him up.
It's the only way to make friends.
It's the only way.
I'm gonna look right over like at Theranos and like tilt my head. I'm like, why are the two of them?
It'll be okay.
Oh, wow. Sorry, Leo. Think she's calling you ugly. You look anything like me.
What? You're very handsome.
Oh, well, that makes us both handsome. Ding.
Wait. Where did Calliope go?
Don't worry about it, Leo. Let's give her some time to work.
All right. Would you guys like to continue heading in the direction out of Stygian Row?
We will slow down significantly and be putting on more of a theatrical performance of talking with one another and trying to keep half an eye toward whichever way Calliope went.
Okay. I'll assume that conversation is primarily you all catching Eliana up on what you've gotten between, filler conversation meant to. And Eliana can tell you all about her suitor. No?
I bet she
I mean,
doesn't.
She'd have to get prodded for that one. That's probably coming later.
Be a surprise.
When
Yeah.
everyone sees some dude confessing for my love in the middle of a square.
Calliope, roll me another stealth check.
Okay. I'm scared. Okay, 15 again. Let's go. That's
You
not
now
bad.
made your way out of Stygian Row and are cutting through the more residential side. There are some occasional shops along the main stretch. I'm going to kind of ping on the map over here where you're at. I'll move you along. The group appears to have not noticed you at all. Rest of the group in the back. Do you all want to make me a perception check as you're chatting?
Yes.
Better. 16.
7.
18.
All right. Both Eliana and Leo, as you're chatting, you start to notice that there's been someone who's been following you at like the exact same speed, despite your, pretty intentional pace of keeping things slow. And they appear to be a cloaked figure, hard to give any discerning features, but they just seem to be moving in a weird manner for someone who they're following you, clearly, now that you know about it.
Well, I suppose the other thing we're trying to sort out is trying to meet with... Oh, what's her name, Leo? There's a bit of a... Oh, how do we describe her? Freedom fighter-esque person around?
Oh, the Lady of Coin?
Yes, the Lady of Coin. So keep your eye out for anyone that might fit the description of a Medusa underworld boss.
Yeah, just make sure you don't look her in the eyes.
All right.
It's kind of a 2-4 situation.
And what exactly are they freedom fighting?
Well, I think it was more there's a number of issues in town here. I guess we'll put it that way. First among them is with the this capture and trade in Minotaurs that needs dealt with in some way. And
They gotta find tougher fighters to put us up against. Or at least put me up against.
if they found tougher fighters, wouldn't your servitude be extended?
Oh no, I just want to fight people. Once you get in a fight, you're usually clear. That's why I can hang out with you all.
Well, we could encourage more fights.
Probably not for the best. They're not all as tough as I am, you know?
Very true.
But
In any case, and we also have our suspicions about the Temple of Lutheria back there being, I don't know, they're handing out a lot of suspicious food and drink for free.
Oh, that's absolutely like some kind of weird trap.
I have very little doubt about that. People have been heading in and disappearing, allegedly.
I was gonna say, yeah. Was it Leo or Thranos who got the special message?
Oh, I think I got this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did get the dance. Yeah, there's believed to be a number of missing peoples, maybe in their basement or somewhere, but that was just a feeling. Couldn't confirm anything.
But we can't address that head on, and so we find ourselves at a bit of a impasse, trying to be subtle, and as you can see, I'm not particularly good at sneaking about.
Let's just keep walking. I feel like the followers are being followed, as I kind of just nod like behind us.
Oh,
Well, that makes sense. Cult of the Snake is a thieves' guild.
well, I suppose we can walk down a dark alley and get ambushed.
There's a thought.
I mean, do you really think we'd be ambushed or the other way around?
Well, if we walk down an alley anticipating an ambush, then we are the ambushers instead of the ambushees.
Exactly.
Logic there.
Dark alley?
Dark alley.
Dark alley.
Mm-hmm.
I look expectantly at
yeah.
Eliana.
You gotta say it. Everyone else said it.
No, I'm gonna keep the King of the Hill reference, and I'm gonna just like enjoy the fact that she's gonna get to get rid of some pent up anger.
Listen, if we do,
Eliana just sorry.
as we do head toward a particularly unused or heavily used for nefarious purposes alley, keep in mind we do want to talk to these people. So, I don't know. Hopefully they'll start with conversation, and if not, try not to kill anyone.
What makes you think someone would want to start off talking?
That's a good point, but I am optimistic today.
Good change.
So, two things. One, you guys can pretty easy, it's a town, it's a city rather, there's plenty of dark alleys. Is the plan to like find an alley and just wait there and like, all right, come on, ambush us, or are you gonna try and like grab the person who's following you?
I am going to wait to be ambushed. Cut through dark alleys until we're ambushed.
Okay.
What do you two think?
I mean, after like the third one, it's gonna be a smash and grab.
We'll give them time to make the first move.
Yeah, and if they choose to be foolish, well, sucks to suck.
Okay.
Eliana, do you prefer people to make the first move, or do you like to make the first move?
Ooh.
I'll just kind of like look at him. Because like he doesn't know the context yet.
No,
It's
like,
an
you
innocent
also-
question.
I know.
Well, no, yeah, you also don't
I
know the
know.
context. We were just at a
Whorehouse.
club, gentlemen,
Oh, yes,
gentle people's club.
a club.
I have been propositioned.
Did you say that like in character or?
No.
Okay, yeah. I prefer to make the move first. Be honest.
Well, that would involve myself and these two successfully hiding somewhere or putting up a ruse that, well, we're not ready when we are.
Works for me.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. And you guys can begin making your way down an alley. Which brings us back to Calliope. I need another stealth check.
I'm so
Oops.
scared my luck is gonna run out. 16. Okay.
You watch as the traders board a ship, where you hear some kind of string music being played within, softly, but some kind of music is coming from within the ship. But they all get on with a bunch of rowdiness, and they're all called to attention and begin rowing themselves out after a short bit of preparation.
What kind of string instrument?
Let me double check, because it's very particular.
Mm-hmm.
It's a banjo.
You see.
Oh, not the banjo.
It kind of seems to be. Sorry, 1 second. I had this written down, and now, of course, it's not here. Out of the way. There is. I believe it's either like a harp or a throw.
A harp or what?
I'm probably saying this wrong. A kithra. It's like a lyre, but Greek.
Uh-huh.
Kithara.
Okay.
In the comments, tell me how much I should be saying it.
I feel like I wrote down the different instruments at some point, but I can't find it in my notes, but it's in there somewhere.
I'm sure.
Anyway, it's probably in there somewhere. But yeah, oh, I don't know if I want to press my luck too much. At least like in terms of the surroundings, like what do the surroundings look like at the moment? There's the the boat that they just went onto. but-
A dock. Right now, it's just a series of this is definitely part of the Great Harbor at this point. Specifically, lots of ships are docked here. Goods are being unloaded even now, or loaded on. Commerce is still exchanging even later into the day. Probably a bit more illicit commerce as well. You also see in the distance a dry dock for ships. They've been rolled up onto the beach to either be repaired or built or broken down. the wind and ocean kick up a breeze and smells like, clean salt air and fish. Because you are next to a fishmonger right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take a closer look.
As like they've boarded the ship and are moving out, do you want to look around here, or you want to try like following them along the coastline?
Oh, I mean, yeah, like I may as well try. I may as well try to follow them along the coastline, or else like I don't know where they're gonna go.
Absolutely. Make me an athletics or constitution check just to see if you can keep up, like
Okay.
maintaining pace
Oh boy. Okay.
in this
We're gonna-
final sprint. If you're
We're gonna
flying,
try.
if you can fly,
I wish.
Yeah.
But we're not right. We're not there right now.
it's okay.
Nope, that's natural one. Yep.
You try to keep up with where they're going, and it's odd because even with your lack of ability to keep up with them in the diminishingly busy, but still, you're a person running on shore against a ship in water with a dozen or more rowers. One thing you can tell is it seems like their turn radius is a bit too narrow for someone looking to leave right out of the harbor. Like there's something south of the harbor they might have turned to. Honestly, you think if they're not careful, they're going to hit the giant statue of Pythor, which you can see now from your position. As you're winded, you see a giant golden statue of Pythor. Younger Pythor, no beard, but
Okay. And it sounds like there might be a way that they know about that most people don't. Would it be possible for me to look around and see if there's something like that?
Yeah, you can take some time and go up to the Colossus, making your way there. It's a bit after you can now see one that might be the ship that you've been trying to follow, but it's kind of met with amongst others in the group that are sailing into and out of the city. Of course, the Bronze Colossus is recognizable as the young version of Pythor, god of battle and current king of Astoria you've met. The statue's head is wreathed by a crown of leaves. Despite its relaxed stance and serene gaze, it seems alert to anything that might threaten it. He stands with a spear in two hands and another on his back. He's lightly robed without armor, just all of the pecs and abs. But yeah, stepping forward, you can get to the ankle of the first foot, and you actually see what appears to be a circular door. Rather heavy door here that you can try to enter. But do you want to go in that one?
Sure.
All right. Circular door opens to reveal a small chamber with a spiral staircase reaching upwards. Both the staircase and the walls of the room are forged from bronze, but unlike the statue's exterior, this brightly polished metal has not been weathered by the passes of time. It appears like this room is very lightly used. But there are two marble golems, like miniature statues of Pythor within Pythor. We like Pythor so much, we put Pythors in your Pythor. But they stand at attention to either side of the staircase, and it appears like almost a glittering wall is kept between this floor and the stairs beyond. And
Very
one of them, this statue will just shift its head and lock eyes with you.
Uh-oh.
But no one else appears here, and doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's pretty, clear to see. not a lot of action going on right now.
Huh. Well, don't think there's anything I can do at the moment. But I want to try myself at least. That seems like a bad idea. Yeah. I'm just gonna close that door, I guess. And I wonder what they're guarding, but like, I don't know.
Well, it appears to be an official function of the city, like...
Yeah.
So you could probably ask someone about it. But, as you're dealing that, jumping back to the other group, y'all are going around corners in the city. You don't get jumped at any point. If you're trying to straight up just like lose your pursuer as this night is beginning to really settle in here, you can try to make like a stealth or some kind of check to try and evade them, but it doesn't seem like you're gonna get jumped tonight, at least not right now.
Let's duck into those barrels and see if they go by.
Barrels? Really?
Well, there's also a pile of trash over there. Which would you rather hide behind?
Why are you hiding this? And she's just like thumbing at Bullbug?
Bullbug.
It's just a suggestion. We have to figure out who's following us somehow. Anyone that feels like they don't want to, just keep walking. Maybe they'll keep following you. I'm gonna hide.
I'll keep walking.
I can hide as well.
Yeah, anyone wants to make the stealth check, can make a stealth check.
A solid 10.
We're so
Oh,
good
a
at
solid
this.
12.
Strong 10. Very tall 10. That's a 10 and a half.
Nice.
Eliana, you're walking on with Bullbug?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
bullheaded.
Well, you're both bullheaded. The two of you hide amongst barrels and trash, and eventually you see that cloaked figure moving quietly by, pausing at the corner near both of you, and within your hiding spaces to look down the alleyway towards your companions. It seems to... The other two go. Damn it, did I lose them? Looks up around. What are you doing?
Not moving.
Yeah, I think we're just wait till they get even closer.
Yeah,
before
unless
we,
they are reachable right now.
They're pretty reachable right now.
Let me check for some magic.
It's Threnos in a box.
Oh no.
Grab.
I'm not really made for the subtle, gentle magics. Leo, grab it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just lunge from a pile of garbage and stuff.
Yeah, Leo, make an athletics check. Or acrobatics.
17.
Yeah, no, you get an easy grab on him and just, oh my god! And you get able to, grapple him in whatever way you prefer.
Yeah.
But he is solidly held by you. And Eliana, you hear the sound of a kerfuffle behind you.
Oh, finally. And she'll just kind of like turn around like on her heel.
Oh, we're having such a lovely talk. And Bullbug will follow on behind you.
Right, you're so full of conversations.
Ah, let me go! You'll die! All of you will die! You'll be turned to stone!
Who are you?
Come closer, I'll tell you.
Don't do that.
We already established that you were close enough to be grabbed. I think that's close enough.
He spits in your general direction.
Look, we're just trying to figure out what's going on in this town and solve some of the problems.
Solve some of the problems. Yes, like I am a problem for you now, yeah?
No, we were just curious as to why you were following us.
Is you a threat? My brother and I like to know what the threats are.
Your brother?
Yes, he'll be here very shortly with reinforcements if you don't let me go.
Unless you had a way to contact him, he'll be here shortly with reinforcements whether we let you go or not.
If you let me go, I'll go find him. And we won't take you out tonight.
You're not really in a position of power for negotiating with points like that right now.
I'm not, but my lady is.
Ew.
There we go.
Should I be the bad person? Or do you want to just keep going with him?
Are you ever nice?
I don't think we have to good cop, bad cop him. I mean,
I'm just gonna kind of glare over Leo. Just turn back.
I think then I just put the body in front of me again. As I'm still holding him.
Shift.
look, I just am trying to persuade you that we're here for a good reason, that's all.
No good reason. And
We
they
need to
doesn't take
stop
kind to
raining.
outsiders. Oh yes, very convenient. Now the guards can be outside again.
Look,
So
The
can
people were
you
miserable.
and everyone else.
we needed to bring them some kind of sliver of hope.
Great. Now let me go. I feel much more hope.
We're fine with letting you go after you talk to us a little bit. So far, it's just been spit and venom, quite literally.
That's all you'll get.
Then why would we let you go? You're not very good at this, are you? You don't understand the situation.
Don't need to be good. You don't understand the situation. This is our city. You sit up there in your palace, thinking you own everything and you can change everything here. The Lady of Coins will have you all turned to statues.
Who made you think that we're, one, living in the palace, two, have anything to do with the city, and three, I don't even understand, like, what? Do you think yourself important enough for her to, like, bring,
If I talk, it'll be my head. I'm not going to talk.
Well, then let us talk to the lady.
Doesn't just talk to the lady. You
You
will never
threatened
find
us
where
with
she
her.
is. You don't talk. You get talked to, and then you die. Especially interlopers like you.
I feel like we were minding our own business, trying to figure out some good, figure out what was going on in the Temple of Thylea. Wait, maybe you know. Do you know what's going on in the temple? Why is everyone going missing?
Fuck do I care?
well,
If you don't want to work into the Lady of Coin, that's fine. Let me
You don't-
go. I have no quarrel with you if you want to go fight idiot Titan worshippers.
We're just trying to protect the people.
And what if those people don't all need protection?
what's that? What is that supposed to mean?
Maybe you keep sticking your nose into problems that aren't yours. In trying to make this thing a better place, you're going to lose your nose.
Unless we do make it a better place and everyone's happy we put our nose there.
You've been talking to the horse at the Siren's Roost.
What?
Briefly.
Only kind of people who like their noses placed places.
I see. Well, why don't we just do this, since you're obviously not going to be... I don't know, what's the word? Cooperative?
Helpful.
Just let the lady know we want what's best for the people of this city. We're not trying to sort those things out. Can you relay a simple message?
Absolutely.
I was expecting him to say not at the end of that. I had to
I
wait
mean,
long enough.
He's not gonna do it.
I think he will.
Just like she'll just like point at him like he's just lying. It's if they're a thieves guild, what's the number one thing besides the obvious?
Look, we just want to talk to her. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to persuade you that we are here for the right reasons. Not a threat, not an interloper, a helper. And if the Lady of Coins is the one that knows what's going on around here, so if we're going to be helpers, we need to help the ones who know. We can't fix this. We're not saviors. We're not outsiders trying to come in and rescue because you can't rescue yourselves. We're trying to help the only way we know how.
Are you done? Kill me or let me go.
Let him go, Leo.
I think I sat him down.
He drops and is immediately sprinting out of the alleyway.
Well, I think that went well. I hope things are going just as swimmingly for Calliope.
Oh, crap, I forgot about her. We better go find her.
Yes, we do.
It takes a bit to navigate your way out of the complex weave to the main road, since you're kind of unfamiliar, but you can eventually link up again. Now, it is decidedly late. You find Calliope.
Oh, okay.
Well, how was your adventure?
I made a decent ways over to the bay and followed the sailors to their ship, and I think I have a good idea of what it looked like, but they sailed down south and I couldn't keep up. They have a lot of rowers. It's fast. But they went somewhere around here. And do any of you know like why there would be golems like guarding a staircase by any chance?
Not for any reason other than to stop people from going down it.
Well, they look really intimidating. They're on the other side of this door. Think they could talk to us? I didn't really try that.
We found someone to talk to.
Did you?
Yes, they were very helpful. And by very helpful, I mean maybe the Lady of Coins knows we're looking for her.
Okay, so that's at least somewhat better than where we started at the beginning of this evening.
But they think we're, like, intruders, so it might go bad for us. Who knows?
Well, best we can do is not look her in the eyes, huh?
I don't know if that's the best that we can do, but it is definitely a good plan B.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the question is, we have done our best to contact the Lady of Coins. We have a Temple of Lutheria to check out without being too obvious about checking it out. And then this mysterious staircase that Calliope found. We also should probably get some rest. It's getting late.
Yes.
And some dinner.
I did use more than a few spells on our new friend here earlier today.
Oh, are you the one that bested him?
It was a group effort from all of them.
Oh.
4-on-1 isn't so bad, but, you know, a loss is a loss.
He's very susceptible to mind whips.
Oh, well, don't
Just
calibrate.
kind of looking at him and like I kind of glance slightly at Leo and be like, yeah.
So do we want... I don't think we should get involved with angry guards of anything unless we're at peak readiness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So why don't we find a place to rest for the evening? And I guess the question is, do we want to go back to the palace or do we want to stay here?
I think I
Probably
did.
not back at the palace.
I did leave Mikros with my dragon egg.
That was what I was thinking. It might be best to go back and then get what we need and just not go back there tomorrow night.
That would bring us back here quite late at night. But I don't disagree. We need to get Mikros and the egg in our things, but... And there's really no safe way to send for them without...
Attracting more attention.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, we were told that there would be eyes and ears within the palace. If we go there, they're just going to follow us. Would Mikros be okay for another night?
Hard to know. He wouldn't know what would be going against Mikros.
He's just going to lay there, like coiling the egg. And he's got to provide that egg with heat, so he'll just slightly vibrate.
He'll just steal all the blankets from other rooms.
This is
What a
very
little
good.
bastard! He's like a cat.
Yeah. Blanket
Pseudo
nest.
dragon.
Very good.
Look, Leo, you know Mikros better than we, and I don't presume to make any judgments on what we should or should not do when it is your friend, your friend, and the egg that you two have together.
Yeah, like it is late. I think Leo like kind of like furrows his brow and just thinks intently, looks up at the sky, and it's like, I don't think we'll make it back to the palace in time to not be aroused suspicion. Yeah, maybe leaving him one night should be fine, I think.
I can ask him.
Well, that would be convenient.
I can only do it once, so
The plan is to rest right after this, so...
alright. And she'll just concentrate on the little pseudo dragon. I don't remember what color he is off the top of my head.
Blue.
And I will cast Sending.
Now, you might not be able to understand Mikros, but absolutely, send your message.
I was gonna hear like you just get back like 25 words worth of just the vibrators. I'm like, is it like an elevator?
Good.
It'll like the message will be short, like, Mikros, are you going to be fine in the palace by yourself tonight?
Vibrate once for yes and twice for no.
How do you know if it's continuous or... I do not speak Morse code.
You have 25 words to establish some kind of understanding of what he says.
I'm gonna look over to Leo and be like, I assume he's fine. All I got back was these weird sounds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's about, but
Were they good sounds or bad sounds?
it sounded like
Can you tell?
something being shaken, just consistently.
Shaken.
Not stirred.
Like
Well, maybe
shaken, not stirred.
if you mimicked the sounds for Leo.
Yeah, that
would
might
help.
help.
No. I'm not making those sounds. But I'm pretty sure he made those similar sounds when we first found the thing.
Ah, okay. Okay, so hopefully he
is-
can,
Obsessed with.
yeah, that might be good sounds. And he might have said, everything's okay, don't worry about it.
He wasn't angry and yelling and freaking out, so a good sign?
Good sign. All right. They can sleep over one night by themselves. They'll be fine.
All right. Where are you guys gonna go for rest then?
Oof.
And we haven't
That's gonna
opened
be our-
invitations to the. Well, never mind.
Oh, you don't want to go back there?
I've not seen very many other hotels around here.
You can probably find some lodging around the port. It's not going to be super nice, but it'll effectively be like a way house. You know, the ground floor is entirely converted for seating, and upstairs has a few rooms. Bunkhouse kind of conditions.
It may just be a bay, but I haven't slept by the water in quite some time, so maybe somewhere around here.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to get lost deeper in the city.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's easy enough. You find the first one you want, you know, the Southern Breeze Inn. And, you know, it's late enough that a lot of the folks there have begun to turn in, some rowdier downstairs, drinking wine, but you are welcomed in, and it's 5 copper for 5 beds for a night. Yeah, simple exchange, and then you're capable of all going to sleep. Though I will say, if there's anything else anyone will say, first do that. But
Everyone, be careful. We're now known entities in this place. And, she may come looking for us at any time.
To think we would somehow have more eyes on us, huh?
It has been a, interesting day. And we won't have much time. I mean, the games start tomorrow. They're in
Right.
our honor. We should show up at some point.
Yeah.
But we also have to sort through what's going on here. So maybe what we should do before bedding down is, what is the plan for tomorrow?
I think maybe waking up early and checking out those weird statues. Just giving them a glance since we're nearby. I'm afraid of going into the temple at this time, as we're still not sure what's going on there, and
Yeah, until we learn what's going on with the Cult of the Snake. Apparently the Cult of the Snake knows how to get into there relatively unnoticed, so unlock one thing, unlock the other.
Okay. And we could investigate your stone guards.
Yeah, maybe they're friendly, I don't know. Their stare was kind of mean, so I'm not talking about the spiral either.
Ah, yes, the cold and motionless stare of a warrior.
just like Elianos, you just have to be nice.
Yeah, that's gonna warrant another glare from her. Like, just like, oh hey, it's not wrong, but like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I think Leo just like turns away and just keeps smiling towards the wall.
He's on a line, but he's right.
Well, anyone need anything before heading to bed? I'm just going to take dinner in my room, I think.
Sure.
Your room. Have a room.
We have a room.
Our-
I think I'll just
our
take dinner in the room.
In the room.
I'd rather not be around all the noise.
Okay.
As long as it's not bedfellows.
Slumber party.
I think the innkeep said there were 5 beds up there.
Aren't there 6 of us?
There's Bugbear will pay his own way in this case.
I mean, we can spot him a room. He's spending time with us. That's fine. Bugbear, we insist.
Bullbug. Oh my god, not Bugbear.
Bullbug, yeah.
Bugbear.
He said
Bugbear
Bugbear
the
too. I was like,
Minotaur.
wait, that's not Bugbear.
Yeah. Oh.
Bullbug,
Well,
we
if you want me
insist.
to stay around, sure.
It'd be very
Keyboard.
helpful, I think.
At least I can sit in front of the door, right?
I wasn't going to say it, but I was thinking it.
That can't
All
be
right
good.
then. Oh, don't worry. I spent most of my time in much nicer conditions. I can do with a few rough nights.
Right.
Well, that's it for me then. I will grab whatever is offered as dinner and head up to the room.
Y'all enjoy your meal. It is warm. It has some flavor. And you are offered some very vinegary wine. It's not good wine. But it's something. Bullbug takes a whole bunch more food than the rest of you, much to the innkeeper's chagrin, but you all make your way up to your room and go off to sleep. On one or the other. You're not establishing watches, are you? You got Bullbug in front of the door if anyone's coming in. No.
Yeah.
It should be fine. We should get enough warning to... I don't know. I think it'll be fine.
All right. Well, you all drift off to sleep, and all is well. Though, Leo,
Yes.
in the night, you are woken by a feeling of a presence in your room, and you turn and you see, shifting over, a woman in clearly is a feminine body with a hood, completely covering her face as she slowly begins walking over towards you.
Hello? I think you're in the wrong room.
Rushes quickly and puts a hand on your finger to your mouth. My love, it is but a dream, but it's a good dream. She pulls back the hood, and it's Pharisee.
Oh, hey.
Shh. Speak nothing more. I've returned to you. See you tomorrow. But tonight, it was just enough to be with you for a few moments. She'll start snuggling a little bit. It's a straw bed, so it's not like great conditions, but she'll just snuggle in your arms, whether you particularly want that or not. Scooting you over. Do anything?
No, I think it's very awkward. Yeah, because,
Doesn't seem to. Yeah.
yeah, no, she doesn't seem to notice, but yeah, she pushes me aside and just tries to nuzzle, and I'm like, so you'll be around tomorrow?
Yes, I've been chosen as the judge for the Great Games.
That's great. That's great. That's great. That's very great.
I know, my love. It's just, they gave me a chance, and I knew you would be here. I had to come.
I'm glad. And like, yeah, like, yeah, no, I think he's just like having like, now that he's been away, it's been like, hey, was kind of a weird situation he was in, and he doesn't know how to feel about this person anymore.
That's fair.
Like, he's keeping that all inside. He's not gonna like, say it, but his maybe his body language would show it to others, maybe.
Well, she conks out effectively. Probably you can then fall asleep as well. And on that note, I think now would be a great time for us to take our first break. All that lovely awkwardness.
Awkward.
Oh no.
So awkward, it killed Comrade.
So embarrassed
No,
that Comrade
Comrade.
bounced out.
Well, that's kind of perfect. Anyway, we will be right back, everybody. So take a moment, get yourself some water, do whatever you need. We'll be back shortly. So hope you can join us then. All right. See you then. Actually, if you take us a break. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are, of course. I did that spin, and I think I sent my entire intro I was going to say out of my head. But really glad we're back. Hope you had a good break, and we're just going to jump right back into it. But before we do that, another quick shout out. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, we do have another charity this week. We've been having a really awesome trend that I'd love to keep going. For every session of Oathsworn, we've been able to match and meet the charity donation goals. This one in particular, AWN, it's an organization committed to disability justice and gender and racial equality, neurodiversity, and trans liberation with a focus on transformative and restorative justice in disability spaces. As always, you're going to hear me say this a lot. It's a fantastic cause that if you have the capability and potential to donate, please consider doing so. It's at the link in chat. Just really anything you can give is appreciated. It helps make the world a better place. And that goes immediately to the charity. We don't have to handle it all. It's super awesome. But yes, with that bit of business, you all awaken the next morning. Leo, Versi is not there. They do have a rose.
Okay.
Oh, mountain flower.
Mountain flower.
Yeah, something pretty that I can't think of the name of, but it's pretty and Mediterranean.
Yeah, I think Leo leaves it on the bed.
Gosh, spent like 400 years with somebody, and
Yeah.
I guess the fire does die. Jeez. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
No, we relit the forge, remember?
a lot of romance this episode, a lot more than I was initially expecting. That's all good. Anyway, you have all chosen to wake up early, so the first person up, I imagine, would probably be Eliana, given France rules. But
Yeah.
it's no difficulty to get yourself set. Just have to wake up Bullbug, get him away from the door so you can leave.
So where were these statues, Calliope? Lead the way.
Well, they were believe it or not, they were inside the large statue. As we're kind of walking I go to the very big, heavy door.
So we're looking
Yeah.
for statues inside a statue. Do you think
So
there's little statues inside them?
statues.
Who's to say? I didn't ask him.
But you're heading up to the Colossus of Pythor.
Yes.
All right. You all approach a giant figure of a young Pythor who looks out like a guardian over the sea. Standing up here again, you can now see across the bay there appears to be the feet of another statue with a large fire burning near it. Or at least you can see the smoke of it. But that's like on the other side of the bay. But yeah, you're able to find the same door. Opens easily enough. And the same thing. A largely, open space. Seems to have less wear and tear than the outside metal. And 2 marble golems. Mini, smaller, but still quite large statuettes of Pythor. Kind of think of Michelangelo's David size.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I think that's the model for the art. Actually, I might have that. I'll pull that up for y'all.
Ooh.
But in the meantime, what are you doing?
Was there a plan after we got here?
No, I was hoping that you all would know a little bit more about something like this. I've never seen anything like it.
So is there another door in the room, or are they just hanging out in the room?
They're hanging out right at the staircase. There's no other doors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have long, so Eliana will walk forward.
The one shifts its head and then stares at you.
You never talk to these?
Can't say I have.
I'll look up to it. May we pass?
It doesn't respond, but its gaze seems to be as hard as it can possibly be because it's made of stone. It's a statue, kind of, made to look like a statue.
I'll show my shield to it. Not like presenting it, but just kind of showing the emblazoned hammer of Pythor on it.
It's still just staring at you.
Okay. I'll attempt to go closer to the stairs.
Both statues move and stand in position now with spears pointed directly at you.
I will stop in my advance.
They definitely seem to be guarding the way down.
Oh.
That's what I meant.
Up is down.
It's
down
okay.
is up.
It's early for me too, buddy.
So they
I
don't
honestly-
talk. They get defensive if we get close to the stairs.
I honestly thought the symbol would be enough to make them pause.
There you go.
Is there writing anywhere?
So, up here in this room, no. But you can see what appears to be a kind of glimmering wall behind them as you get closer.
You mean a glimmering wall, like a force field glimmering wall, or a
Yeah,
shine
right.
on the wall?
Kind of. You can make me an Arcana or Arcana check.
I can do that. I can do that very well with a natural
Ooh.
20.
Bam. Okay. So what you see is actually a unique hybrid of two spells that would require a great deal of arcane knowledge to be able to manipulate things in such a way, because it is a force wall. But it also appears to have an opening that can be created in it on the staircase, but that's sealed with an arcane lock. Like, someone has made a wall, made a way for it to be opened, and then locked that opening.
Well, this is unusual. It's almost like a vault or a prison.
Oh.
It's a force wall that's locked with guards.
But use the staircase?
Well, it kind of blocks off the staircase. So, we really don't have much means to pass it, and honestly, the skill required to combine these spells is more than I think we can handle right now. At least that's my impression.
I could ask Queen Valis.
That might be the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, we came across a locked statue.
What's in here?
This room specifically, or
No,
The-
generally,
This room has a
what
bunch of
could they
small
possibly
statues
be?
of Pythor scattered around,
Yeah.
right?
It's a small chamber with a spiral staircase, but it's all bronze, and there's no small statues here. It's just the two statues that appear to be golems, as they have now both moved.
I was obsessed with smaller statues somewhere, so my brain just put small statues everywhere.
They're like lawn gnomes. Everywhere you look, small statues of Pythor.
Well, even if we got through the guards, I don't think we're getting through the wall. So yes,
Exactly.
let's just file this away as helpful knowledge and location and ask when we get a chance.
Mhm.
Shall we head to the games or something else? I figure we could go to the palace, collect the egg and Mikros, and make our showing at the games. Or we can hang around here and further investigate the temple.
I think we should head to the palace just to pick
Agreed.
up our things. Yeah.
And if
The
we
sooner
go
the
there,
better.
if we go there, it would make sense to go straight from there to the games, in my thinking.
Yeah, that works. The Lady of Coin did not come and visit us, so we'll just hope that they reach out some other way.
You can always head back after waving to the crowds a bit.
We're going to be competing.
Yes, well, probably.
Heading back.
Yep.
Head back.
All right. You make your way back to the palace. We're able to go in and easily enough be escorted back to your rooms. Servants, of course, will tend to your every whim. There seems to be a number of requests for food and drink coming from Bulbug as you're walking over. By the time you reaches your rooms, that dining area you all congregate around that's just outside your rooms is filled with food that he'll happily, sit down and start shoveling into. But yeah, Mikros is there with a veritable pile of blankets and sheets and other bedding around your egg.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, I left you all alone last
You
night.
left the egg.
I know.
Unacceptable.
Ileana said you were happy.
You trusted a non-egg having person.
Ooh,
I
thought you were gonna
know.
say something worse.
Yeah, women don't have eggs. I get it. All right. But yeah, I think grab the egg, like gently put it in the thing.
Papoose.
And just profusely just apologizing to Mikros. I know, I'll be better
He's giving
about.
you like small baps on the side of the face.
Is he upset that you ruined his little? And I'll just kind of like look over. Nest?
No, he's upset that I left him.
I was worried.
I know, I was
asked him
worried
and
too.
What if you die?
No, we're not
Well-
gonna let that happen.
This is all just.
Oh, it's mental. It's right. I keep
Like,
thinking like, oh, I don't
chirps
know
and
why
stuff.
in my head I imagine like he's just screeching.
He
I
is
mean-
screeching, but it's
Yeah,
like
but like
little
for
cats.
some reason, like I don't even know what voice actor I would like put him as, but like for some reason I can just hear it.
Lemon grab. He's lemon grab.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
Couldn't have been too upset when I asked him if he was fine, and all he said was a vibration.
She does not know how to interpret my messages.
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have trusted their judgment. I'll be better about explaining how you
Whoa.
communicate.
We can
Alright.
hear your half, Leo. Just so you know.
Sorry, guys. Just give me a sec. Shh. We have to be quiet. They can't know about the egg. But yeah, like I think it's like I send everyone away to make sure that they grab their stuff and act natural. As a, I think at one point, yeah, I have to put Mikros like in his own little satchel as he's just like, like just, yep, nothing's wrong.
It's like the hang test. Yeah, you guys can collect all your things, anything you might have left behind at the palace, as well as get yourselves a hearty breakfast. But you can already hear outside the vast amounts of movement coming from outside as servants come approach. The great games will be beginning. If you'd wish to register, you must head out now before the crowd becomes too overwhelming.
Yes, we'll head that way right away.
All right. Well, you can hang out somewhere safe for this music. The feeling of excitement fills the air as crowds and start heading in droves, not towards the palace, not towards the amphitheater of the gods, not towards a temple, but out of the city. That same gate you came in, and across up towards the northern gate here, and towards Mount Vulcan. So cool. Before you, its wide basin, as you enter, you see that Mount Vulcan's wide basin has been transformed into a grand stadium. Dozens of running tracks and courts have been set up for a wide variety of events. Rows of stone benches have been hewed into the mountainside, seating throngs of onlookers. Thunderous chanting, cheers, and celebratory music echoes through the stadium. Both the athletes and the spectators seem to hail from all across Thylea, and they all wear sorts of exotic armor and colorful clothing. You all look fairly unique. You are one of many now, as the dormant volcano has been hollowed out to create a series of grand stadiums within its many caverns. You enter into one grand one in particular. Let's just pop you over here. And the crowd begins cheering not only for you, but for a number of other people around you. You see a number. So at the beginning of this line, you're kind of shown to a point that that's whether you're registering or whether you're just observing. Because to register is a silver piece for each athlete.
Yep, easy enough to do.
Definitely. hope I don't have to lift something.
Do we know what kind of games it is?
There is going to be a number of games over multiple days. Plenty of physical events.
Great.
Theranos.
I immediately sign up.
May as well make a showing for at least one day.
And yeah, you guys are escorted in where you hear an announcer's voice booms. Now entering the stadium, welcome, the heroes of Astoria! The Oracle's chosen, the slayer of beasts and monsters! Dragonlords who shall save this land!
Or die trying.
It's a good thing that was drowned out in the cheers, Leo.
You are quick to see other competitors who have joined. An enormous amount of people have come into this competition, but you do get. You are able to see there's a few notable ones that you are able to mix and match against, but it becomes pretty clear. I can go through and do an announcer voice for all of them if you'd like, or we can just.
I feel like that would give Turk the GM great joy in doing.
Hailing from Arisia, and you hear the entire crowd starts booing. Arisia being the rival city to Mitros. The winner of many competitions and games in the past, here to claim yet more victories. Song! As you see an Arisian monk enters, wearing the raiments of a typical aesthetic society. He looks around the crowd as they boo and seems to pay them no mind. Whispers go through the athletes that Sai is an incredibly successful athlete and has been upsetting a lot of Mitros's Metrian favorites in the games. Some people claim, oh, he's a dirty cheater, but a lot of those people are smacked over the head and said, you're just jealous because he beat you in, the javelin throwing. Or you're just jealous because he gave you a black eye that hasn't really healed yet. Next, from Astoria, a veteran of many campaigns and hero of that land, Egan! Egan is an older competitor, definitely one of the oldest of this group. He still has an athletic build, but appears to be slipping away like most things of age. He enters to a good amounts of applause. Seems to be a stable figure here at the games. Next. From Astoria, you know her. Her ballads have shooken the heavens themselves and challenged even our goddesses. And at that, you hear a bunch of teenagers fucking go wild. That goes, Bologna! And, a very clearly minstrelly dressed, like glamorous bard. She comes out in a full, gown with a number of what seems to be little bits of magic just shooting off lights around her. But yeah, teenagers are just, younger voices are shouting like it's, They're Follow-maniacs. Next, from the distant isle of the Amazons, a first-time competitor, and a beauty at that, Patria! And you see an Amazonian woman appear. The crowd seems to be trying to figure this one out. They're polite and very intrigued. But Patria does not appear to offer them much mind at all. Next, a devotee of the Storm Titan himself, representing the Order of Sidon, Jorge! And this person walks out, and yeah. It's a mixed response, absolutely. City can only get pelted with rain so long, but he does get, a big showing. You can see in one of the booths that a number of people wearing the blue robes of the Order of Sidon stand and begin clapping. And this guy enters in what appears to be complete show armor, blue and gold, bursting, and seems to be, instead of a laurel, has 2 lightning bolts behind either ear, and he's like making a whole show of it, and then locks eyes with you all. And continues on.
Oh, what was that? That was I think I left something in my cloak.
And then goes back to smiling at the crowd. Hailing from Mitros, I need no introduction. The entire crowd explodes. This is the hometown hero, and enters just a pretty average-looking person, just a regular-looking guy, but absolutely has the kind of build where they're not big, but I'm pretty sure all of them is a muscle. And it's become pretty clear to you all that Leyland is the hometown favorite and considered possibly the greatest athlete that Mitros has ever produced. Next, from the northern steppe, an Orad here to break all perceptions. Please welcome Pancras! An Oread, mountain nymph, enters the arena and wears a number of exotic pieces and eccentric things that don't seem... It's like they're particularly making a statement that they're not conforming to the traditions of this place. They wear animal skins that seem to flow into ribbons, and it's strange, like they're purposely trying to be strange. But they elegantly enter the ring with the rest of you all, or the arena. Finally, coming back after an injury, please welcome Spira! And Spira is a woman who appears to have gotten into a lot of fights in her life, and apparently also won a lot of them. But you do hear from the murmurings that she was sidelined with some major injury last year and is only now just recently recovered. But they do welcome her back with enthusiastic applause, as she's kind of seen as an underdog here. But yeah, with that, the games are called to an opening as the announcer calls forward that, now to judge, please welcome our judges for this event. Hailing from the Academy and Arcane Master of Divination, welcome Archimedes! And the judge for this event, the Oracle, Versi! And, they're welcomed as they enter side by side. And yeah, there's Versi. And you see an older man who appears to have a set of bronze goggles above on his brow that seem really out of place otherwise, but they take seats in judging boxes and they get ready to look things over. I got really all rise for the national anthem, but no. No. What happens next is that the various athletes, of course, they are shepherded off to the sides to stand at the side of this arena here, placed in the shade if you're particularly lucky. But they do say, they welcome the king. Want to do the whole thing, and it's respectful, and everyone claps and is happy to see the King of Castus here. But he motions that I bid these games open, and please escort out the sacrifice. Now, typically, of course, animal sacrifices are completely common for a lot of things. What you're not expecting is the Minotaur. The Order of Sidon appears to have even extended their reaches into this aspect of the game. And, it's very clear that word goes around as they move the Minotaur into the center of the arena that they are looking for any number of athletes to welcome the games by slaying the Minotaur.
Is this the same kind of setup as the Minotaur with
Bullbug? Yeah.
Bullbug?
It appears so. Like, this Minotaur has been brought out, released from their chains, and is apparently, you see some people gearing up, like they're about to head in there and do battle. No one of note. Seems like the bigger athletes are gonna save their strength, or are not interested.
Do you think we could pull this off or no?
What, stopping it from happening?
Yeah.
You would at least make a statement to side with the Minotaur.
What's the move?
Guys, want to do that?
Yeah, my gut's telling me to jump into this, and like if we can't convince this Minotaur to play dead or something, we should just stop it entirely.
Okay. You guys can head in amongst the group, and the Minotaur in the center stands defensively as you're moving in, but I'll take you all at once, but I fear you must tell your friends out there that it was only supposed to be 5.
5?
If it's only supposed to be 5, then I'll turn to any of the rest of them walking and go, we're the Oracle's chosen. I suppose we should take this. Why don't you head back to line?
They appear to give a bit of a stand. Are you going to kill it, or are you going to try and save it? We've heard of what you've done in the city.
I guarantee we're going to do what's right.
Give him a good stare down. You want to make an intimidation check?
Well, I always go the persuasion route instead of the intimidation route. I like to appeal to the good nature of people.
Yeah, but feels like I want an intimidation, I think, out of this particular interaction.
Then I'll roll a fucking natural 20.
Oh, nice!
The others just immediately start backing off, and the crowd side feels like you can pretty much do whatever you like.
Well, that went better than planned. I whisper to everyone around us. Do you?
Pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly surprised. So, how's this go down anyway?
I fight or not, I suppose.
Well, what greater offering could we give than a blessing to the gods? I feel like that's the adequate sacrifice and offering.
So, are we fighting, or?
Is this Bullbug or the Minotaur?
This is a Minotaur. This is the Minotaur. Bullbug has chosen to remain outside.
Okay.
He'll probably get in the stands or something. Fuck him up! But maybe don't kill him!
I mean, I just feel like Bulbug's just like sitting there. People are like kind of uncomfortable. He's just there, like a whole thing of
He's
popcorn,
eating-
just like
yeah, like
just-
So
We
we
can
walked
give
up
them-
I
here.
know them elbowing someone like out of their seat.
Ah.
um.
We can give them a fight, but we're not here to sacrifice anyone.
Nah.
We don't have to fight then.
No.
Just what?
Just let me go.
Oh, we
Please.
Yes.
plan on it.
But we'll have to give him a show first.
Have to make it look at least somewhat realistic. Those bloodthirsty people up there.
Honestly, crowd's kind of 50-50 on this, seems
Oh.
like.
Oh.
Feels
Especially because it's Sidon. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Like
You
you
do-
eyes to like the box of.
I'll
side-
say Leo in particular, if you go give a quick scan for the crowd, your good buddy will absolutely give you a solid stare down. Commander Gaius is your good buddy in this case.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
He's like staring at you with this intense hatred, but also like make the kind of thing that says, "Make your move."
I guess the only thing to decide, this is the conversation as we circle faux fighting stance, I think. um, the thing that we have to sort out is what kind of statement are we going to make when we refuse to kill this Minotaur?
Honestly, yeah, I don't think we need to put a show. Just like say we choose not to fight.
Well, yes, but we need to make a statement. There's an audience watching. What do we say?
What do we say? Oh,
conversation.
Do we openly refute Sidon?
Pretty sure we'd already do with the whole turning off his Tempest.
So, maybe, this is just a thought, we offer up a hymn to the gods. And that be the opening to the games.
Oh, did you say like a ham?
A hymn.
No,
Oh, a ham. Okay. I thought you were like a ham. Like have this instead. Like,
you know,
a
I-
whole honey baked ham just for you.
If we can find a way to unite those 50%, those half up there, in one direction, there will be others who follow.
you know, I'm always up for some type of sing-songy thing.
Well, Minotaur, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Hey, you,
Dross.
Dross. We're not going to kill you, and we're not going to fight. I think we should sing.
Okay.
There's a couple of good ones to Kira in particular, but I think all the gods deserve the sacrifice here, and the sacrifice shall be, well,
I'm
not a
good.
sacrifice, just our devotion.
Okay. So, not dying.
Not dying.
I'm not dying.
Oh, thank
Not
goodness.
today.
His shoulders will just slump and he'll just...
Oh.
All right, good. And he'll sit, and the crowd will go like, the crowd will be complexed by this. They've been, maybe you're building up to a fight, but moment is all yours.
I will reach a hand down to the sitting Minotaur to help him back up to his feet.
All right. Claps you, and there's some shock. It seems like this is obviously highly unordinary. And you will hear cries of coward from up in the Sidon supporter direction.
And then, while not a bard, still a siren, Thrynos will start some well-known hymn to the gods. Something along the lines of Amazing Grace, one everybody knows the words to.
Or if possible, if I could roll like some type of knowledge of like a hymn of like Mitros, because no matter like what faith anyone is in this arena, they are all people of Mitros. That is their common denominator.
Absolutely. Make me a religion or history check
Okay.
to recall it, and then you can all do performance checks as a group check together.
14.
You can recall something pretty basic.
20.
Oof.
Only a 12 for the performance.
17.
Yeah, you know this one somehow.
This is gonna go horribly for me.
Oh, you know how to sing.
Just starts mouthing the words.
Yeah, basically, like nobody can see me. I have a helmet on. It's fine.
Watermelon.
Water.
But yeah, you get
Oh,
a song going, and slowly the crowd will join in, and it seems that the king is about to say something before you see Valis put a hand on his shoulder, like she appears kind of from behind him and whispers down into his ear, and you watch as that kind of hardness turns to more annoyance than softness, and he motions for the Minotaur to be cleared out. And he'll nod as well. Thank you. You've saved my life. I'll
What
never
happens
forget
now?
this. I'll be free. I'll go north.
good luck to you.
And to you. And yeah, he'll be escorted out, and the games will officially have begun. But what happened? They begin setting up the field. Rather, there's no but here. There's a but later, but begin setting up the field. It seems the first competition that shall go on. Let me get the Olympic music back on because that was really fun for me. The first competition will be jumping.
Oh no.
Now, how this works, it seems that, from those explaining the rules to you, that you are all allowed to work together with a partner. You are not allowed to cast magic on yourself directly, but you can have somebody cast spells on you. Using magic yourself is an immediate disqualification and expulsion. And they motion up towards the guy up in the stands, Archimedes, who has now shifted the goggles on. If you use magic, we will know. Many have tried to best the eyes of our academics. None have succeeded. And it seems like some of the minor athletes have bought services, what appears to be, priests, acolytes, younger religious dilettantes who are, they're partnering up, while the well-known athletes all have the assistance of what appear to be, an academic or a higher-ranking religious figure. And so, yeah, for jumping, a number of contestants are getting ready. How this is going to work is you're going to need to first get through a trial round, and then the competition.
Oh no.
So, is anyone pairing up?
Just to be clear, none of my magic can be helpful to anyone before.
Unfortunately,
Get any
mine can be
further.
super helpful, but I can't cast it on me. Which
Yeah, I can say a couple inspiring words a couple of times, but that's about it. That's all.
Well, I would say, Calliope, that you and our more athletic friends one or the other should be going at this together. You can cast magic on them, so inspire them and follow along, and I'm gonna see if my wings work today. What's the line between jumping and flying anyway?
You are free to find out and maybe get kicked out of the games.
The whole games, or just this game?
The whole game.
The whole games.
I find an official.
So,
What's the line between flying
Yeah,
and
that's-
jumping?
just before we get into it, so by casting magic on other people, can you cast debuffs on other people?
No.
Like other competitors? Okay, good to know.
The Clappy just yells, "Fuck you!" It's cutting words.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah.
No.
But I can
uh,
do something like guidance on someone else, or no. I just want like clarification, like just to make
Each
sure.
contestant can choose a partner to magically augment them. The partner is allowed to use any magic available to them.
Mhm.
Cool.
So
Cool.
recently I got the spell Levitate.
But
But-
I have
Like
enhanced
cast that
ability
on someone.
and
I
can use
know, yeah.
guidance.
You will
But,
need
yeah.
to jump.
Yeah.
You have to cast it before
Oh, damn it.
to magically augment.
That would have been
Somebody.
funny. That would have been great.
Just go and keep your momentum. Just go forever. And then it wouldn't be a matter of how far you could jump, it's how many people you can pay to clear a way through the rock so you can get a better record. But no,
Yeah, okay.
you're literally going to be making a long jump as per the rule book in D&D.
I am the least capable of doing well here.
Yeah, same.
Got a
Well,
good
yeah, like I
chance.
think honestly, I'll just basically maybe just do a regular long jump because yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Okay.
So what's up?
The only question I have is, between Calliope and Eliana, which of the two of you would better augment Leo's jump?
I can give him either enhance ability, because I have many castings of those, and they last for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
or I can also give guidance out full free.
Let's go with one of those for now. I can inspire at any point in time.
And I'm just not going to make it through the first round.
All right. Here's how this is going to work. You are assumed to be doing a 10-foot running start long jump, which is going to be covers a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet, which you will. So, however, should you want to try and go further than the standard jump, you can make an athletics check. Success means that you could add on distance, but failure means you might be losing distance as you fumble your jump.
Also, I just want to note we just got a bunch of +2s from chat.
Yeah, chat wants you to win. I also should make it clear
nice.
it's there. If you make it through this, you get to go to a competition against. You get to in the competitive rounds and you place well. Bronze. There are 3 trophies: bronze, adamantine, and mithril. And those medals are really nice looking.
Damn, I really want one now.
Bronze would go for. You could sell that medal for 250 gold pieces.
Just like, hey, here's these cool medals. They're worth
Mm.
money.
Adamantine is worth 500, and the mithril is worth 1,000.
Nice.
But
On
this
the
is
secondary collector's market.
I'll kind of I'll look at Leo. Has anyone else partnered up with Leo or no?
Nope, we were trying to figure out who would be the better partner if we're only allowed one.
All
I
right.
think that's
think-
you.
think
Yeah,
it's you.
so Leo, I just like a whole slap on like the shoulder like I've done for Ponos before. Enjoy having the strength of a bull. It does not show up properly.
Oh,
Essentially,
well.
you, for the next hour, have advantage on all strength-based checks and your carrying capacity is doubled. Light as a feather.
Okay. Anyone else augmenting anyone else, or are we getting right to the jumping?
Just gonna jump.
We're gonna jump.
Okay, who wants to jump first?
Dibs.
If you're augmenting, yeah, you won't jump in this case. So, Leo, you're up first?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready to jump? Do you want to try and push this one?
Yes.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
So I get it with advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here he goes.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh, okay.
Nice,
do it.
nice. To what?
So, what is your base strength?
Base strength. +3.
No, like your strength score.
Oh, 16.
So, you go 18 feet in your jump, which is, really good. Who's jumping next?
Oh, do it.
Okay. Would you like to push your roll?
No.
Okay. What is your strength score?
14.
You go 14 feet.
Oh, great.
Who's jumping next?
Oh, pick me.
All right. Jump. Are you going to try and push it?
I'm gonna try and flutter.
Oh my god.
Fly. Just flutter. Maybe like a burst from the wings, the same way I burst with my legs. Not a continued flapping, just one big blast.
Would you like... I'll see this as you can push it, and I'll give you a +2.
That's
Ooh.
gonna not even get me to Calliope, but we'll see what
Well,
happens.
athletics. Athletics. Do athletics.
You can do it. I believe. It takes one natural 20.
An 11.
Not that
Roll
bad.
me a d4. Roll me a d4, please.
A 1.
And what is your strength?
7.
You go and you burst, but the burst of wings takes you a bit higher than rather out, and you end up going 6 feet.
Perfect.
There's polite clapping,
Oh.
but it seems pretty clear. Other competitors will go. They appear to be pretty standard built people, and in your group, and they'll run and first one will jump. They'll get. It seems like they'll be getting around 13 to 12 feet. Last one will go and try to make a solid effort of it, and will end up stumbling short as well. Sorry, Calliope, how far did you go?
Whatever my strength score is, so 14.
14? Okay. So yeah, Calliope and Leo, you both move on to the next round. Unfortunately, Threnos, you don't make it.
What?
No.
So, the next round you're lined up with Spira, Leyland, Hatria, and Egan. Do you have a preference for which of them goes first? Or would you like to go first and set the mileage?
Oh,
No, I think
No.
they should go first,
yeah.
so we know what to be.
Yeah.
So, let's do this in order. So, Spira. Spira will leap and will go a decent distance, heading pretty far, and will try to make this check. I'll just roll a... I have a thing for this. Oh no! We'll jump, even with... She has a bonus to that, but I didn't add it in. We'll jump, but you see that old leg injury kind of flares up, And she ends up at 14 feet. It looked like she could have gone farther. But yeah, she lands and clutches at her knee, and some clerics and Medicae immediately begin moving over as she gets up and motions them away. The crowd is very concerned, but as she stands up and looks at the marker, all she can do is nod. Next is Leyland. Crowd. Now, Leyland is absolutely gonna just try and send it. Let me just pull this up real quick. Okay, yeah. I'll do another d20, see how he does. 13, okay. So, yeah. Leyland will launch himself with a mighty jump for 20 feet. Yeah, no, that's pretty damn good, Leyland. I don't know why. I mean, I rolled the damn thing, so I don't know why I'm commenting, but he's just dreaming. Okay, Leyland 20, Spira 14. Next, Hatria lines up stoicness as she approaches the line and will attempt to launch herself as well. Let's give it an athletics. Ooh, she's gonna flub that slightly and end up losing and only going 12 feet. Like, keeping her landing in the sand. It doesn't get her best jump. And then finally, Egan, the older veteran, looks at you all and gives you a nod at the two of you. Much appreciation for what you did for the city. And then we'll take to the line and run. And give it a big old jump. He'll go 16 feet. And now you're up. Right now, the standings is Leyland, Egan, Spira.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cheer you on.
Yeah, I'll do it. Alright, what do I just need to do in athletics?
If you want to push it, yes. Make an athletics check.
Well, if I want to win, I'm gonna have to, so I may as well at this point.
Alright, go for it. Go ahead. Have you a plus 2? You have a plus 2.
I have a plus 2. And would it be possible, like, kind of thinking how Threnos is thinking now? Instead of doing a flutter, would it be possible to, like, kind of coast on my wings a little bit, like how, you know, raptors do, like on heat thermals?
Feels like if you win, there's going to be an investigation, but I'm not the Olympic
How is that
Committee.
magic? It's not even magic, though.
It's not magic.
I just had the effort.
I'll give you a plus 2 for your athletics.
Born with jumping athletic advantage is not to be frowned upon.
It's jumping, not gliding. But I'll give you a plus 2.
Okay.
And you can add your other plus 2, so plus 4, I guess.
So this will be a plus 4.
Athletics. Woo! 22. Okay. That is going to, what's your strength?
14.
So you'll land 16 feet.
I just kind of turned back over at Leo. Not too bad, eh, Wonder Boy?
Good job. Oh.
All right, Leo, big moment. You
Big
take
moment.
the line, everyone hushes, ready to see you perform. It's been a full day of jumping and watching others jump. And, yeah.
Inspire him!
I don't think I can do that now.
It'll be magic.
Without getting, investigated. It's like not technically magic, but also it's still like
Well, I guess one
It's
of
a
the
class
judges
feature,
is
but I don't
Percy.
want to. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to test that one.
And then can I use the +2?
Just
Yeah.
super push it.
I mean, we have so many.
Yeah,
we
you have a
so
+2.
many from
Yeah.
chat.
27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your strength?
My strength is 16.
Okay, so it's +1 foot for every 3 above 15. So that's 18, 21, 24, 27. So you have 16 and you hit 20.
A big jump.
That's a very big jump.
So is that tied?
You tie for first place with Leyland.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Leo is just enjoying the competition. Yeah, not saving the world. He all he knows is just just using his strength.
Okay,
That's very good.
now the judges approach you and Leyland. And they say, now, usually we try to have only one winner. So we would have a competition for first and third place. But Leyland looks over at you. Well, I'm fine for whatever. And we can jump or we cannot. Up to you, friend. While Egan's just, oh gosh, I might have to jump again. Oh, my knees are that good.
Oh, because
It's up to
so
you.
we'll, no, yeah, I think I definitely want to jump again.
Leyland will offer you a hand to, the predator, like, clasp it.
Yeah.
Gives you the solid, like, grip as you watch his entire arm just focus up into muscle. You better not disappoint me.
Oh, you better not disappoint me, my friend.
All right. Lets it go first. Clyde, are you content to share third place with Egan? Or would you like
Yeah.
something else? All right.
We're gonna share.
He'll give you a big, side hug.
Yeah.
Actually, second place. No, okay, you're sharing
Yeah.
second place. Sorry, Spira
Nice.
has third. But yeah, all right. Line up. We'll do it at the same time.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
I am. I think. Let me double check. Okay. I am ready right about now. So you're both gonna run. I'll let you know right now. Got a strength of 18.
Oof.
He's gonna send
Okay.
it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll it.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2,
2, 1.
1.
Hit it. What'd you get?
Oh.
Leo, what
No.
the fuck? You're supposed to do better. No, just kidding.
No.
My highest one was 11. I rolled
Leo.
With a +2?
Oh boy, so 13.
13. I rolled a 4 and a 5.
And another one? You use another +2?
Should I use another +2?
Or you can roll a d4 and see if he can roll more than you did.
Use the +2 on the D4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to
Hold
for the
up.
enemy. Wait.
Chat.
Um,
We're just
Um,
kidding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Chat, like, I just feel like just inspiration from somewhere from the beyond. And yeah, I do the +2.
Okay. I'm going to roll something really quick. As you both seem to hang in the air. So you have 15, which will give you 1 foot bonus.
So 17.
He failed his athletics. And you land at 17 feet. Leyland lands 16 feet.
Get fucked. Damn.
You both land and the crowd goes insane. Like, some of people are like absolutely shocked that this would occur, but everyone's ecstatic as the committee rolls over. They do award Leyland another second place because, you know, that's kind of just fair.
Mhm.
He's a crowd favorite. If it was the historian.
Yeah, second place club. Let's go.
Yeah, the podium's a bit filled, but as this portion of the games come to a close, Leo, you are awarded with a mithril medal worth 1,000 gold pieces. Calliope, you are awarded an adamantine medal worth 500. And the other competitors seem happy. Leyland looks over at you, of course, and is really just shocked and, like, happy shocked, though.
Do I get a participation ribbon? Participant.
You get a solid smack on the back and told to, you know, good luck next time.
I have the swag bag made of cheap linen.
You are being provided with food and, you know, the food and water that you need, and wine if you want it. You know, a little of that's apparently good for muscle relaxation, you know. But yeah, at the completion of that, it seems like the events for the day are completed. More religious ceremonies will continue on, and some further animals are brought out for sacrifices to the gods and titans. It seems in equal parts. Though you'll note that the Order of Sidon seems to have invested a bit heavier here and, you know, gotten larger animals. But yeah, the games draw to a close and everyone begins to head out to drink, to party, to enjoy themselves. And, you know, you're left with a, you know, middle of the afternoon, a little bit towards the end, as you're let back into the city. All I need to know is where you're heading next.
Did
Well,
we
it
want to
wasn't
go
my
back?
most impressive of performances. Yeah, we
You did your best. I feel with a little bit more practice and some more squats, you'll get there.
Bullbug's like, yeah! You hear as a giant minotaur comes charging through the crowd, like still holding what seems to be just an absolute like a whole wine skin in one arm. Just yes, and picks Leo up with the other hand. Just brilliant! Ah, look what you won me. It's about the size of which you use the shortest. It's about that tall, but it's absolutely dripping from the seams.
Anything for my good friend. As I pat him in the back and stuff.
Buddy, smacks you hard. All right, where to next? I gotta find some place to drain this or store it away. Think your little dragony thing is gonna protect it like an egg?
No.
Damn it. Worth a shot.
Matter of fact.
All right, well. Now what?
Now what? I don't know if we wanted to go back down to the row. We could maybe find something in the middle part of town.
The market? The gardens?
Just somewhere away from the palace, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, the gardens would be great.
I mean, it's either that or heading back to figure out the open-ended mystery of the temple. Everyone's quite distracted right now.
True. Yeah, well, the lady hasn't shown her face, so I think we should just start acting until she does.
As you plan for the rest of your day, unless there's another note. As you get ready for the rest of your day, we focus back from the group as you head off. Cloaked figures of unknown allegiance. Cult of Thylea, the cult of the snake. Are they one and the same? Or something else watches you. But that is where we are going to call it for this session. Note to my players, make sure you remember all those +2s, because I do allow some carryover. Especially for athletic purposes, because gosh, it's fun. The great games have begun, and they are far from over, but they are just one of many things our heroes need to handle in the days to come. That is going to be it from us here, though. Thank you all so much for joining us and watching, commenting, art, of course, that you can see during our intermissions, ending, and beginning screens. We had some great stuff just tonight that I'm looking forward to adding on for y'all to see and be cursed with this knowledge as well. Yeah. In the meantime, why don't we go around the circle here with my fantastic group of storytellers and let the people know who you are, where they can find more of you, and how does it feel to be winners? Most of you. You're all winners. You share the glory.
We're all winners. Yes.
Oath
Team
of
awesome.
operation.
Team Oracle's chosen. But yes, I'm Comrade Crash. Played Leo Dracos, the human paladin, Oath of the Dragonlord, and champion of the long jump. Just follow me on Twitter. Up next is Sarek.
Alright, hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalite. As per usual, tonight I played Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. And as part of a proud member of the second place club. There's 3 of us. It's great. You can catch me on all the social medias at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Itch, Twitter, Instagram. I'm all over the place. Just find me as the best place to figure out where I'm gonna be in the TTRPG space next, because I have a very busy week. You just saw me right here, but tomorrow I'm gonna be over on ESP TTRPG for the beginning of the Old Margrave. It is a Into the Woods inspired campaign. It's gonna be all himbos. It's gonna be so fun. I'm very excited for it. On the 22nd, Wednesday, you can catch me over on Lost Caravan RPG for Ghost Mountain, a Weird West one-shot. Which is also going to be very fun. I'm going to be playing a gunslinger. Is that, cool stuff. On Thursday, you can catch me over on Dat Magic Juice's channel for the next episode of All Hail the Queen is a Tyranny of Dragons campaign. We're tracking a dragon, so good stuff. Last but not least, on the 25th, this Saturday, catch me right back here, because I'm going to be hosting a game show for our community game night. It is going to be named Name That Bird, because it is going to be Jeopardy-esque, but only questions about birds. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be ridiculous. But I've talked entirely too much, so let's move on over to HP.
Hello, I'm Last Hit Point Hero, and tonight I played Thrynos, the Siren Sorcerer Demigod and Demi-Titan. And you can find me next on Wednesday. This Wednesday, you can watch either my Twitch channel, which I think I'll hit the button and see if it still works, or Cole Robbie's for a soon-to-be-famous kohlrabi clash. 2 video game warriors step in with their preferred gaming challenges to see if what I think I'm good at is better than what kohlrabi thinks he's good at. There are some neutral games that don't favor either of us, but we will see who comes out on top at the upcoming kohlrabi clash.
So
That's
exciting.
me. On to Tony.
Interesting. Hey, I'm Tony. I played Eliana. You can find me at What Is D&D on Twitter. Otherwise, you'll see me in 2 weeks. I am also quite busy, but not here. There's unfortunately so many things going on with school. It is horrid, and this is a good escape.
I'm so glad to hear that. Is that it? My turn?
Oh yeah, let's go over to that guy. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction.
It's fine. The camera's getting off by your shoulders anyway.
There you go.
No, I think you got it. Hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Accented. I'm that guy. Oh shit, what up? Anyway, I had the distinct honor and privilege of being your GM for the evening. If you want to see more of me and the things that I do, you can catch me here Wednesday for the kickoff of By His Shadowed Peace. I'm calling this my mystery week because we got a little mystery here, the cult of various things, and and then Wednesday we're going to be doing By His Shadowed Peace, which is a 40k Wrath and Glory campaign, which is going to be a lot of investigation and cool stuff there. And then Thursday I'll be over on Lost Caravan RPG playing Impossible Landscapes. This is a Delta Green campaign where I'm slowly going insane. That one's really fun. I mean, it's all going to be super cool. Saturday evening I'll be over on Lost Caravan as well playing Orbital Blues. Then 28th I'll be right back here with Heck to play some Gelgalim, as hopefully the town doesn't pull itself apart there. But we're gonna go investigate a spooky castle, and then on the 3rd, we'll be right back here. So yeah, hope you all can join us then. I really want to do the kickoff on this, but just remember to keep being excellent people. That the spirit of competition is not in destroying your competitors, but in surpassing who you were when you started. And that even the gods are bound by oaths and prophecy. Michelle, please take us out. Stick around for the raid. Or else.